Yeah, Fred, you turn the mic down. Shut the fuck up.
Shit together.
Speaking of shutting the fuck up,
Together.
comes naturally. We are
Joe,
Mike,
I'm Cody.
we definitely have our shit together.
Yeah,
my
bitches.
shit's so together.
So together.
Look at all this together shit.
So solid.
Rock solid.
I don't think that's good. I don't think it's supposed to be rock solid.
Yeah.
Eat so much fiber.
I heard fiber's good for me. All I eat is fiber. Literally. Joe, did you watch the Spiral trailer?
I have not watched any of it. I worked out this morning.
I worked out. I guess
No.
we probably should have watched that before we started, huh?
I mean, we probably
Too late
should've.
now, motherfucker.
Explain it to me, scene by scene.
Okay,
now.
so
Joe, who's doing Chris Rock? Because I see that he's in it. No, that's not Chris Rock. Sorry.
Chris Rock is in it.
Is he in it?
Yeah, it's him.
Okay. Yeah, it is Chris
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
He looks different, right?
Yeah.
He looks like an adult.
Yeah.
Like I glanced at it, I was like, that's
person.
Chris Rock. And I started saying Chris Rock. And I was like,
Is that
I
racist?
looked at him again and I was like, oh, wait, is that not Chris Rock?
Yeah, I don't know why, but he did. When I watched it, I was like, hey, he's like carrying himself differently. Like there's a different kind of feel to him. Maybe he's just acting. What? You don't know he could do that
Oh
shit?
my god.
I mean, in Lethal Weapon 4, I did. 4. Yeah.
Well, this is just him being
Butters.
adult Butters, so
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's right. He was yeah.
yeah. So you know. Anyways, he plays the detective who gets on the wrong side of whoever's doing this.
This.
The basically killings. So
Okay.
Spiral is from the Book of Saw.
So
Whatever
is it
that
in
fuck
the
that
Saw
means.
universe?
It is in the Saw universe.
But it's not a Saw movie.
Yeah.
Like Jigsaw's not in it.
So I might want to watch this.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Like when I heard Chris Rock was doing a Saw movie, I was like, "Well, that's interesting. I'm not gonna see it
Yeah, because I'm not
because
into
I don't
the
give a
Saw
fuck
movies.
about Saw movies anymore."
Yeah,
But yeah, when the poster, he sent us the poster and it says,
from the Book of Saw.
"Yeah, from the Book of Saw," and I instantly was like, "Oh, it's not like a Saw movie. It could be in that world." Like, but it doesn't make the trailer doesn't really clarify anything.
No,
But it seems that from
There's
what
some-
we gather in the trailer, that Samuel L. Jackson is killing people.
is he Saw?
I think he's
Is he Saw? Is he the Book of Saw? Is he blind?
he.
That I don't know if that's completely racist, but that's Book of Eli. That's a
Oh.
different thing.
Damn it.
I like that. I like that so much.
Wouldn't it be the Book of Jigsaw though?
Yeah.
But whatever.
He seems Sam Jackson from the trailer. It looks like he's taking up that Jigsaw-esque role. Like it seems like he's the one.
Which would
Fucking
make
with
sense
people.
for the from the Book of Saw.
Yeah.
Because
Because there's
Jigsaw
only
is dead
one
at this
quick
point, right?
quick clip of like a weird death device in it.
Okay.
And you see that for a hot second, and then the trailer ends with Rock handcuffed to some pipes with an old saw next to it, and he just looks at it. I was like, ooh, callback.
Yeah. So the writer of it, this was a quote from him. The 9th installment will exist in the same canon as the previous 8 films and will not be a reboot, nor will it be a direct sequel to Jigsaw,
Yes, it's a universe.
which is the 8th film that they did.
Okay. Yeah.
So
they
it's
did
in
8
that.
saws.
Yeah. They were a lot.
Well, they did 7 Saws, and then they did Jigsaw, and now they're doing Spiral, whatever that means. But yeah, originally it was called, the working title was The Organ Donor,
Wow.
which is also the name of a porno. So don't look that up. Don't Google that.
Don't even know why you know that.
Because I Googled it, and bad things showed up. Because I have safe search turned off.
But anyway.
Because before we knew it was called Spiral, they came up saying that Darren Bozeman, the director, posted a picture of the slate and it said The Organ Donor.
Okay, so that's why you were looking up organ donor.
Yeah.
I was just like, why are you looking
So,
up organ
I-
donor?
I
Cody's
didn't-
just like one day, just like organ donor.
Yeah, so I was like, I
Oh,
don't,
look, a porno.
I don't know. I want to
Play.
see if there's any pictures that's leaked or whatever, right?
Gotcha.
Like, so I typed it in, and then like the third option down, I was like, oh nope, back. I don't want this.
Bad place.
Save search on. But yeah. Anyhow.
The poster is actually pretty interesting.
Poster's
you
fucking
do see
dope.
the
Yeah.
spiral and the red stoplight there.
Yeah.
You see Chris Rock walking towards some sort of package that's in the middle of the road. Is the perspective really weird on this to you guys?
It's very bizarre.
He looks very small.
Yeah, or that crosswalk's fucking enormous.
Well, the traffic light would have to be enormous as well. It's like a tiny Chris Rock in like a ginormous world. That's...
Oh, they shrink him.
They shrink him. This is like Honey,
It's a
I Shrunk the
crossover.
Saw.
Honey, I Shrunk the Detective. Jigsaw has Shrunk the Detective.
But then the package is a very reminiscent of Seven.
Yeah. There's a part in the trailer they show where there's a commotion. He rolls back in his wheelie in his like fucking office chair, and he looks down and there's a bunch of cops gathered in the
you were
lobby.
Say wheelie chair and like suddenly surprised he's like
Crippled.
Yeah,
That's the twist.
He's
He's in
Lincoln,
a wheelchair the whole time.
What a twist!
He's Lincoln Rhymes searching for the
Spiral.
Bone Collector.
What?
So he rolls back. And he looks over and there's a bunch of cops gathering. So you see him push through the doors and then walks over and there's a package sitting on the ground and he goes to open it up and you're like, oh, what's going to be in the box?
Gotcha.
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
She doesn't do movies anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Her head's in a fucking box. She's too busy doing Goop or whatever that fucking nonsense is for Netflix now.
She is.
This is fucking terrible.
I've heard the actual show is not too bad, but the whole other stuff behind it, terrible.
Mike, they added Han Lu to the official F9 poster.
Spoilers are
I still haven't seen that trailer yet.
We watched it.
We rewatched
It's so
it.
bad.
It's so
because
fucking
it's so
terrible.
bad. Like it's not even. They're not even trying to make a cohesive movie anymore. Like I'm sure they stopped trying a while ago.
Right.
But now they're just like, fuck it. What do you want to see in a movie? Let's put it in there.
Let's just keep pushing.
Hey,
the
remember
laws
that
of
Asian
physics.
guy everybody liked? Let's bring him back, even though he died movies ago. They're like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling Mike that.
You want to see a shitty little car with a fucking jet engine on it? Let's make that.
Yeah, I was telling
We'll
Mike.
let Tyrese drive it.
Boss Logic. All these people are asking like, how is Han back in it? Like, what the fuck? Like, he's dead. Like, he got killed by Shaw. Like, all these different things, right? And Boss Logic posted this image of Martin McFly, right?
Okay.
And he's wearing the red vest and the denim jacket. And then the picture of the science guy they have in the movie, and he's wearing a red vest with a denim jacket.
It's like it's not cosplay, but it's
Yeah.
like I was like, oh no, did they do time travel?
And
Did they do time travel before space?
Well,
they have a magnet jet.
listen, they do. They have a magnet jet. I will say, and I've said this before on this podcast, I've stopped watching the Fast and the Furious movies. If the next one is called Fast X and it's in space, I will rewatch, or I will watch everything that I have missed. I will rewatch everything leading up to Fast X in space, and I will go to the theaters for Fast X in space.
You're what's wrong with this world. That's what's wrong with this world as well. Ah, that's awful. What the fuck?
Yeah. And they're legit in a rocket silo. There's a part in the trailer where the little fin things move. Like, you know, the wall of fins that like closes it off. They're literally in a rocket hangar.
Like, what is that?
Like, Fast 10 has to be in space. Has to be Fast X, and it's in space. And Dom's gonna get like rebuilt to be a Robo Dom.
That's how Bloodshot starts.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, I'd set up to Bloodshot.
I'd rather you not link this to Bloodshot, because I kind of want to watch that movie.
Bloodshot looked kind of cool, but we gotta swim through miles of shit to get free. We're Andy Dufresne here. We're just trying to get out on the other side.
Are we gonna? Do we get?
We're trying to get our
Do we get
redemption.
ping pong paddles? Like,
Sure.
oh no,
Whatever.
man.
In this universe, anything can happen.
It's so silly. The trailer is just so silly. I remember like we were talking about it. It was like the first one was about like an undercover cop trying to figure out who's stealing shit in like a drag racing scene.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking like logical story. You know,
Yeah.
there's some like
I watched it.
there's some shit in there that couldn't happen, but it was a movie. You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like 2 was weird because Vin Diesel didn't come back, and then they go to Tokyo and Little Bow Wow's like a main star of it, and you're like, all right. And then it's like we're kind of rebooting it sequel wise, but like OG crew coming back.
Yeah.
And I went and I watched that one. I was like, I'll watch OG one. Like if it goes back to like the first one, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, this wasn't very good.
No.
This wasn't very good.
And then they get me and they're like, hey, you know who's in the next one? The Rock.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, fuck it, I'm in. Let's do this. And it was fun because The Rock beat up a bunch of people, and that's all I want to see in movies. Every movie, I just want to see The Rock beating up people. But then they let Vin Diesel win. They made The Rock look like a bitch. And I was like, hey,
You don't do that.
you don't do that. You don't do that to
This
The
is
Rock.
make believe.
And then, let's see, 6, I saw, not in theaters, but I saw it, and The Rock was in it for like 15 minutes. I was like, this is what you're going to do from now on? I'm out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, fucking this one, it just, I mean, in one of the movies, they jumped a fucking car from building to building,
Yeah.
That was
I
one of
remember
the last
seeing
ones,
those
like
trailers, yeah.
in Dubai or something like that,
Yeah.
like one of those things. I'm like, well, that looks silly. This shit makes that look very reasonable. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, this
that whole
is.
building to building jump. I was
A
like,
lot more realistic now.
yeah.
There's a part in it where John Cena's in his Mustang and he hits the fucking NOS, and it's like a jet engine at that point. It's like you
Yeah.
see flames coming out of the back, and he shoots off a cliff. In the front shot, you can see the car start to like pitch forward.
Right. 'cause
The next shot,
heavy
it's basically
engine.
flying
Yeah.
like this, but it's still lower than the cliff was. So okay, and this plane, like this jet, comes in and picks him up, and you Chase go, "They have a magnet plane, or is it Ludacris?" I like said,
I
right?
think Ludacris.
Yeah, he's like, "They got a magnet plane." I was like, "Okay," and then Dom's like, "I got this,"
Bam.
and he hits the NOS, and his fucking takes off, and him and Letty, right? Isn't that? Yeah, they're in the. She's like, you're not doing what I think you are, right? And I'm like, what's he gonna do? Also gonna jump off the same cliff? Did they have a rocket or a fucking magnet jet too, right? And he goes over and he aims for like the broken bridge, which, by the way, earlier in the trailer, the bridge is collapsing in an SUV of
we
some
don't
sort.
know if that's the same bridge, Cody.
First off, it's the same bridge. You can see the bridge is completely disconnected from one side and falling like Indiana Jones style, right? There's
But they're
this
still
SUV
driving
driving up it still as it's falling.
Because the back part is the part that's fallen. The falling
Because
hasn't
it's a
happened
cartoon.
yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
The falling hasn't
they don't.
happened.
As long
This
as you don't
fully
believe
is.
in gravity,
This-
you can still walk
This
off.
is like
you know what I
live
mean?
action Looney Tunes, just not funny.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
But anyway, so he heads towards what's left of the bridge, which is like one rope, right? One side of the rope is still connected. Hits the stone pillar it's attached to.
And basically, like,
And-
grapple guns
Yeah.
his tire.
Yeah, like it wraps around the front passenger tire, and they swing like they're falling, and it like goes taut, and they swing across the gorge or
Like,
whatever.
when the tension hits. And,
Yeah.
and then it cuts off. So I'm like, I don't know how. It would have been more realistic to just let that car crash in the water. Like,
Right. No more fast movies.
Yeah.
We're done.
But it's like once that becomes taut, it's gonna like something's gonna give, right? Like the tire's gonna come off, or like the axle's gonna come ripping loose, or
Yeah, because you have like probably like a 4 or 5 ton vehicle after you all those modifications to it.
yeah, right? Like
Just gonna go and snap as it hits taunt.
yeah, it's like that's gonna boom. Oh, okay, we're good. We're swinging now.
You're not gonna
Nope.
swing because
Yeah,
okay,
it's
whatever.
trust me. You watch it, and you're
John
you-
Cena's Vin Diesel's brother.
Yeah, I heard about that, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
On whose side?
Half brother. I'm going with
adopted
the dad was
half
a
brother.
Yeah.
Crazy
Like-
steroid freak. Yeah.
Well, whatever it was, it's not good.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they're doing a female-led film as another spinoff.
For Fast?
Yeah, apparently.
Who's all in it?
It just says nobody yet.
Well, they killed off. Well, that doesn't matter now that
Yeah.
I think about
Right,
it.
doesn't really
I was like,
matter.
they
Hans
killed
back,
out Gal Gadot, who was the
Which
coolest
is
one.
exactly
in
what
the
I was
cast.
thinking of too, but it's like, no, they can bring her back.
Well, they brought back.
She ain't
Her
gonna do
boyfriend.
it. Yeah,
She's
yeah,
above that shit. Them movies make cash though, dude.
yeah. But
Big stars want to go into that shit.
yeah, but are they making cash off that, or are they just in a cash?
no, they're making money, dude.
Because if they were smart, they'd be like, yeah, I want proceeds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Vin's getting that. Nobody else.
Well, I
Maybe
mean-
Michelle Rodriguez, but
Yeah, it just says here
Tyrese
though.
ain't getting fucking- ain't retiring off of this
Nicole Perlman, Lindsay Beer,
shit. I loved him in Hellboy.
yeah, and
Perlman.
Giovanna Robinson Dwarf are screenwriters on it.
Oh, I was like, none of those people are in any of the Fast and Furious movies.
No, but it's produced by Vin Diesel, Michael Fortrell, and Chris Morgan.
So
It's just called,
if you're doing a female led, it would be
I think
Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, and that was Paul Walker's or Dom's sister, Paul Walker's wife.
I can see John Cena and Jordana Brewster being related.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
But like,
and then
Vin
but
Diesel's
like
adopted
Gal
as shit.
Gadot is the way to go if you want to like throw some star power on it.
She dead though.
Seriously, right?
Hey, time travel fool.
Nah, she
Go
dead
back,
though.
save her from that plane.
Save her from that plane.
I think it was the plane, right? She got pushed off a plane or something.
I never saw that one, so I don't know.
Neither did I.
I just remember she's in it because there's that scene where she like hops off the wall and kicks a dude in the face.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there you go. That's Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Wonder Woman.
And I think it's because of Wonder Woman that clip resurfaced. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
well, because when they cast it, I had seen the movie and you guys haven't. I was all like, well, she could probably do it. Like, she could fight. And I showed you some.
well,
some
maybe you
clips.
showed me.
Yeah. I
So-
wasn't saying the movie was good. I was all like, she can move in an athletic manner,
Yes.
which could make her believable as Wonder Woman.
Chris Morgan didn't write Fast 9 or F9. Someone else did. Chris Morgan's the one that wrote the bulk of them, including Hobbs and Shaw. So he didn't write this one. His last one was the Fate of the Furious, which was 8. Interesting.
Fate.
Who's this Daniel Casey guy? What trash has he written? Okay, well, that explains that. Nothing I've ever heard of. So much so that Wikipedia doesn't have links for the first 4 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
But something called Ken in 2018. Is that the one with the space gun? Yep,
Sure.
it is. The two brothers, where the older brother gets out of prison, and the younger brother finds that space gun.
Oh, with
that
Dennis
one,
Quaid,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I never saw it. It looked weirdly good, but it's not one of those ones I was going to go out and see in theaters.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever hit theaters.
It
It
did.
did. Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah.
We saw the trailer at one point. We
Yeah.
when we saw Upgrade, right?
I think so. We
Yeah.
kind of wanted to see it.
Yeah, I was
but
like,
we just
oh.
never did.
Yeah, I was like, oh. It did. It was a $30 million movie, and it did $10.3 million in the box office. So that tells you how
Yeah,
well.
we'll
it
get
did.
it back in home video and on demand.
That was in 2018. So,
Yeah.
Zoe
Nice.
Kravitz was in that.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah,
Oh.
I saw her name right as I closed the window. Anyways, yeah, that's F9, precursor to FX.
Fast X in space.
Fast X in space. It just, and there is a 10th film slated to release in April 2nd of 2021. It's called Untitled 10th Film. Apparently it's going to be directed by Justin Lin again, who did he did F9 and he did 4 of the previous.
Yeah. Remember,
He did-
but he did Aquaman, right?
Yeah, he did Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. And then James Wan did Furious 7.
Yeah, James Wan was the one that did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, James Wan, yeah.
I remember
Justin Lin
being-
did Star Trek,
Yeah.
Okay.
the third,
yeah,
the
yeah,
third
yeah.
one. Yeah, James Wan did...
I remember being worried about Aquaman because it was the Fast
Yeah.
and Furious director. I was all like, oh no, man.
well, also he's the one that created Saw.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of other good stuff behind
And like
him.
a bunch
It
of
is
the horror
weird.
Most
ones.
of the horror ones. That was the weird thing about the his directing of Aquaman, just because I know him more from horror movies.
Which with those
the
fucking
fucking
crazy ass
things,
piranha creatures things is...
It made sense.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, nailed that one.
Yep.
Good job, guys.
Aquaman was pretty good.
Aquaman was
pretty-
fantastic.
yeah. So, speaking of Aquaman, did we all see the Rocket Mortgage commercial with
Oh my
Jason
God.
Momoa?
It was
Yeah.
the
Did you see the
best.
poster
Yeah.
was
Boss
it
Logic?
Boss Logic did?
Wow.
Yeah.
He just did the same thing, but he did the Aquaman poster. So he has the thin arms and everything, and like the anorexic body. But he's standing.
The
It's that
bald head.
yeah, and
The
he's
bald
standing there
head
in,
is where
in
it
the
got
armor,
me. Yeah.
in the armor like on that rock, but he's all thinned out. It's really funny. But yeah, it made me laugh. That commercial was pretty
When
fucking
he's
hilarious.
the tag at the end of the commercial is the best part when he's trying to bench press
Yeah.
the bar.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
what's her name?
That's the one. His wife.
Yeah, Melissa Monet, right?
Yeah, I think so.
She's like, okay, and just grabs it with one hand and puts
Yeah.
it back up.
It made me laugh. Movies he's done.
I
Trying
will
to
say
remember.
that the commercials for the Super Bowl this year were pretty good.
Insidious and The Conjuring. That's what I was trying to remember which movies
Yeah.
they were. I was like, what the fuck movies were
The
those?
Super Bowl is pretty good this year.
All that sports ball?
Watching the whole thing.
I saw the last quarter-ish,
Last
most
quarter.
of the last quarter.
He hit.
Well, I saw the first touchdown that he ran in,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, okay, might as well do it yourself, I guess, right? And I saw a couple, I saw at least 2 times he got a first down by rushing the ball himself, and I was like, this is why everyone's talking about this kid, apparently.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Because apparently he's good at his job. And then, of course, I saw the...
He's in his 3rd year. He's already won an MVP and a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
oh, yikes, really?
Yeah.
In separate years. Like, I don't know what he was doing that first year. Slacker.
Oh, yeah, he directed Death Sentence, James Wan. The one with Kevin Bacon, and where he's like, it's essentially Death Wish, but without the wish word in it. Where his son gets killed and he goes on a rampage and starts murdering everybody.
We were
Never
talking
saw
about
it.
it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I'm sorry. I distracted us. Yep. Yeah, no, the Super Bowl, or as I like to call it, sports ball, was very entertaining for what I saw of it.
We got a weird little sizzle reel of some more Marvel stuff.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, seeing homeboy grab the shield,
Yep.
chuck that bitch. I was like, all right,
Man.
let's get it.
Yeah.
And then
That's all I needed to see.
I was like, oh, we're mashing things here. I was
I
like,
was
this
like,
is awesome.
WandaVision, I read was going to be weird, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what is this Pleasantville?
Right?
What's going on?
Just jumping through different time periods.
Yeah, I guess it's going to link to Doctor Strange 2 because she's in that. And
Are
everyone
they trapped in some kind of
Yeah, everyone's
space time.
well, everyone's suspecting that what's going to happen is the end of the season, like the end of that season, you're going to find out that. So the whole theory is that Vision's consciousness lives inside of her because of the Mind Stone, and her power being able to affect reality. She'll be able to. She's basically making her own realities because of her powers, and she's trying to basically pull Vision out to really recreate him or something nonsense like that or whatever. And I guess the end of it, rumors are, it's supposed to be her doing her sorceress training with Doctor Strange, leading into Doctor Strange 2.
Oh, cool.
And it's basically all the episode you see, because if you watch the trailer again, it goes through decades. So it goes 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and most likely probably something in the 2000s or whatever. And they're different sitcoms.
Yeah.
And they're all set in different, like, there's one that looks like the Brady Bunch house. There's one that looks like the Family Matters, or the Family Ties house. And so and of course the babies thing, because at one point in the comic books, Vision has twins with her. And you see the 2 cribs and 2 pacifiers pop up. Okay. Meaning that, because at one point you see she's kind of pregnant, but then you see her in their full comic correct gear at the end with the headgear and everything like that. But yeah, so I guess it's supposed to directly link to that because she's a main in Doctor Strange into the multiverse of madness. That's which would come to effect of reality being multiple things, and then they just have to find a reality where Vision's not dead and just pop him in there, and boom, there you go.
Pretty cool.
So that's very interesting. And of course, the shot of Loki, which
they didn't actually show any footage. They just
showed him in
Loki.
That's it. And did you see what he was wearing though?
It was a quick glimpse, and I only saw the one trailer, but it was his old armor, wasn't it?
No, so it's him in prison gear.
Prison gear.
And on the chest is the logo for the time violation police.
Oh.
As in, like,
which would make sense because he's a time violation in himself at this point.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, interesting. They're gonna go that route, huh? So
okay with it. I mean, technically, in the main line, he's dead, alive. He's technically alive.
Technically alive, depending on, because we never. So it depends on what it is, because he disappears on one timeline.
Exactly.
But then when Tony goes back again to get the Tesseract from his father, that eradicates that timeline, but from happening because they don't really go back to that time.
Yeah.
But he still had disappeared. So
So it's like
weird. Just another multiverse at that point. So we don't know which one it is, but we think it's the one pulled directly out of the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Very interesting.
But yeah, it was interesting to see he was in that. But yeah, the Falcon Winter Soldier there's a lot going on in that.
Yeah.
Like you see Bucky's dope ass arm still.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they do, because there's in the comic book there's a issue where Bucky, Winter Soldier at that time, as he was being known again, teams up with Captain Falcon, and they do a trade-off with the Shield, and they're fighting a bunch of Hydra agents. And there's a part where Falcon comes swooping down, and he routinely wears the shield on his back, takes it off, drops his wings as he's falling, throws it. It goes through a wall. Bucky catches it, runs through the rest of the building, just knocking people around, then throws it. I want to say it's through a Hydra tank. And by the time it pops through the other side, Falcon has flown around, and he grabs it out of the air as it's flying out the other side of the building.
Nice. So they're just wrecking shit with that shield.
And they're back and forth with it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But it's cool because you see him pull it out, and then at one point he goes to throw it. And I was like, well, clearly he got it stuck in a tree. I don't know if that was him or if Bucky was showing him how to throw it better or what. But I was like, it's stuck in that tree. It's not like barely hanging in that tree. That shit is in that tree.
So he's been practicing.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to need to, because
arm strength going. Just one bigger arm than the other.
He looks like that guy from Lady in the Water.
Yeah.
He works at half his body.
I don't want to talk about that movie. He needs, but
Mike's third favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. Fourth favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I'm still confused though. Is do they roid him up, or
I think it's gonna be
something, right?
I think it's gonna be enhanced by a suit. I'm thinking, because he has a new. There's that glimpse of him flying, and you see a new everything, and he has the new logo on him.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, because they also show American Agent guy, so the new Captain America. They show him walking onto the football field, and he's got the new logo on his back, but he's carrying a shield. So I'm wondering if that is the shield, or if it's kind of how Cap was with the original shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the same thing, where it's just it's supposed to look like Cap's shield, but it's actually not.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, you also see Bucky pull a gun on Zemo, and then open his hand up, and bullets fall out. Which clearly are not bullets from that gun, but bullets from a gun. Yeah, so it's really interesting to see what they're going to do with it. But we'll see later this year.
Yeah, that's the first one of this bunch that comes out.
So it'll be Falcon Winter Soldier first, WandaVision, and then Loki.
Makes sense as to exactly how much they showed us of everything, because it was mostly
those two,
Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then WandaVision, and then nothing of Loki. Yeah,
I think they gave us release dates for them, and I want to say they're 2 months apart.
Yeah,
and it all leads right, because it's I want to say it's July, August, September, and then October is Mandalorian.
Ooh, nice.
So it's one big series each month.
That's good
to go through of those ones. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna have a weird run of, because those are obviously they're kind of different shows in the three of them.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting to see how they do it with it. But it should be fun.
Yeah.
Should be lots of fun. Yeah. Lots of praise for Birds of Prey coming off the internet, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, I'm like, didn't you guys all hate the last time they did this?
Well, no. I mean,
the internet, not
hated.
Us.
Yeah, I mean, technically, yes, they hated
Suicide Squad.
But this isn't Suicide Squad.
But everybody loved Margot Robbie as Harley though.
Yeah,
yeah,
So that was like,
That was a fan's wet dream there.
Fans and like the three of us.
I mean, we're fans.
I'm just saying. We were actual fans of that movie too, so you know,
Yeah.
we were in the minority there for sure.
Definitely. But yeah, oddly enough, I've been reading the same thing. I'd
yeah,
like
and
to give it a try.
I learned not to put a lot of stock in trailers, but when they're so noisy, it's like I don't know, man. I'm gonna see it. I don't know if I'll see it. I'll probably see it in theaters. Actually,
I'm sure we'll go see it. At least us, Joe and I will go see it in theaters for sure.
I go to the movies a lot less than I used to for work reasons, but
Yeah, scheduling for all of us right now are just fucking nonsense.
It's awful, yeah.
so yeah, I don't know. I hope it's good. I hope it's lots of fun, and I low key hope Will Smith is in it.
I don't think he is.
I
though.
know. I just don't understand why he's not in the next Suicide Squad. Bullshit.
He's getting ready to do Aladdin 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'm okay with that.
Which, by the way, if you've seen Aladdin, the new one, it's not going to follow the same formula if they do a second one. Because, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, he's no longer a genie.
Wait, what?
So, if you remember the end of the
I
animated
remember
one,
the animal.
he frees him.
He's still a genie, but he frees him.
So, in
he
the
still
new
has some
one,
powers.
he wishes him to be human.
That's dumb.
No, it follows along with the movie.
Yeah, it goes into something with the movie,
Well, I get it, but
but yeah, it's very bizarre the way they
but
do it.
why?
So
Why?
they don't bastardize sequels straight to DVD with it like they did the cartoon.
Everything else follows along.
Yeah, but that I don't know.
Like
that
it-
was Disney. Like that's just how Disney did
Did their
sequels back
animated
when-
movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
sequels back
Jafar
then.
becomes an evil genie or a genie. I don't know if you call him evil, just a genie. He was already
He's-
evil.
he's
You know what I mean?
Evil. Now he's a genie. Therefore,
He
he's an
pulls
evil
Iago
genie.
into the lamp with him, which is pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
And then his last wish, he's like, he wishes him to be human, and he gets released, and because he has a budding relationship with the handmaiden lady that helps Jasmine.
The Handmaid Lady.
Yeah, I don't know what to call her.
Oh, so they threw in an extra love story too.
So that's the beginning. Like the beginning it's interesting because so in the beginning of the animated one, you're in the bazaar and you have the character voiced by Robin Williams,
Yeah.
who tells you like here's the
This is
Dead
the
Sea
story
Tupperware,
of-
blah blah.
yeah.
Yeah. So he does that, right? And he's trying to tell you a story, right? Well, in this one, it starts on a boat and it's Will Smith talking to his kids.
Uh-huh.
And in the background, you see their mom, but you never see her face. The problem is she looks exactly how she does in the rest of the movie. So when you see the back of her, you're like, well, that's clearly her.
Mm-hmm.
So something happens. And then, of course, to get the end, and boom, he's made human and they can be in love together. And clearly that's the whole tale of this is him telling his kids the story of Aladdin
Instead of that guy.
instead of the guy in the
messing with
bazaar.
Tupperware.
Yeah. Dead Sea Tupperware keeps your food fresh.
Oh, that's so. Love it so much.
And then the camera starts to go away, and obviously he's telling you the story, and that's the same thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was an interesting way of doing it, but I still think the worst part of that movie was the guy who played Jafar.
Really?
He was not a great actor.
He wasn't really in any of the trailers, was he?
No, he's in it. Like there's no inflection and stuff. When he gets angry, it sounds like when he's not angry. I'm like, I don't understand this at all.
Are you angry? Are you angry all the
Yeah.
time?
And Iago does talk a little bit, but not like full length like he does in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And he even uses the snake staff, and like it does the eye thing, but like instead of just being like a beam, it's like a red aura. It's interesting the way they did it, but yeah, the worst part was the guy who played Jafar because he wasn't menacing enough. He just seemed like a guy who was angry. You're like,
I mean, that's really though. If you go back to, he was just a guy who was trying to get the power. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but like, he was menacing in the cartoon. Like he's like super evil looking. This guy's just like, man,
you can't find like a 7 foot tall
Jinder
skinny
Mahal.
actor with.
Jinder Mahal.
Well, yeah,
Jinder Mahal. He's a
Gender Mahal.
yeah, he's a wrestler
I'd
from.
be racist.
How's that racist?
I don't know. You just called him evil just because of.
He looks fucking evil as shit. Type in Jinder Mahal with a J.
Why does he look evil?
With the J? Okay.
Yeah. Don't.
I thought it was an M.
I thought it was a G. Gender Mahal. Oh, okay. Well, J-I, not
Yeah.
J. I mean,
But
okay.
also, if
Yeah,
you
I
think Jinder
can-
Mahal is going to be a better actor than that guy.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
can see physically what
Right?
you're saying.
Yeah.
He would have to lose a lot of muscle, to be honest. But
Well, I mean, yeah, granted. And the other thing too, and I know this is a stupid qualm, and Tim even said it was dumb. The whole thing about how he gets Aladdin to go to the Cave of Wonders. In this, he just tells him straight out, like, I want you to go get this lamp out of here. Don't touch anything else. Bring me the lamp. The rest of it is yours. He doesn't trick him. He's not dressed as an old guy in the prison. I was like, well, I mean,
did
The
he
whole
offer
time-
him anything in return?
the freedom not to kill him. Yeah, he's like, we're not going to kill you.
And he gets everything else.
Yeah, so he can have the rest of the Cave of Wonders.
It's not, his.
It's not as bad.
Yeah, so it's just the fact that he didn't disguise himself. He came out straight out and said, "Hey, I'm Jafar. I'm going to tell you this deal."
It works for the movie.
Yeah, I just-
like. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I know it's like told it's a small dumb thing, but I was like, I just kind of wanted him to be in disguise.
Yes,
But
I
whatever.
can definitely see like because there's a lot from that movie that is very
Cody
iconic
just-
for that movie.
Cody just
And
wanted
that
to
is one of
watch
those things.
the animated one again.
I did
And he
watch
was
that.
He
upset.
did watch the animated.
No,
one.
he just wanted while he was watching the new one. He's
And
like,
he
I just
and
want to
then
watch the
Then
animated
he
one
watched
again.
the sequels,
I did.
all three of them.
Did. They're fucking terrible. Even the animation's bad.
Even the third one, which actually featured Robin Williams coming
Yeah,
back.
no, the animation's terrible in those ones. They are so bad. I'm like, wow, like,
yeah, because they were straight to DVD.
I was like, you guys did not put any effort
VHS,
into these.
Sorry, VHS.
Yeah.
Real rough.
Is that what you watched it on?
No, I watched it on Disney Plus.
You watched it. He recorded it off of TV.
Yeah.
Like to get the most authentic experience.
But I
have
did the
to
whole
get
like
scan
pause
lines
play
in
thing
here.
with commercials, so I didn't have to watch commercials in the playback.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
I was watching an old basketball game on YouTube.
Were
the
you?
other day,
Uh-huh.
like 80 something, and whoever uploaded it kept the commercials in it
Nice.
from the 80s, and I was
Cool.
like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Actually, like,
right?
I was like, this is pretty interesting.
These are 80 commercials from the 80s. Fuck
Yeah, I forgot what's her fuck was an actress used to do the Mustang commercials all the time. That blonde chick. I don't remember. I don't know. I find it. She was some type of actress, but she also had this run for like years as a Ford spokesman. And I was like, oh, it's that chick. like it completely like brought me back. I was like, God damn.
I don't know. Suzanne Summers.
He knows who Suzanne Summers is.
Of course he knows.
Step by step.
Day by day.
What else, Cody?
What else? What else is happening, fellas? How amazing was the Groundhog's Day Jeep trailer or commercial though?
I missed that one.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah, I missed
Oh, it's
it.
fucking perfect.
Was it?
It even had Brian and his brother, his
Yeah.
older brother, or half brother technically, but yeah, he was in it too. It was really funny. But they did the whole thing, like the whole like clock flipping down from 5:59 to 6, and then it actually has the radio, like that same thing, like ooh, it's cold out there, right? And he gets out, he's like, not again, and he goes, but he's walking up and he's like,
He's
oh,
even
this
got the
again?
old red truck.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this again, and then all of a sudden he looks over and there's a Jeep. He goes, well, that's different. And he gets in the Jeep and they start doing all different ventures, but he's like doing all different things with the groundhog and stuff. They're playing pool at one point. Like it's a really funny commercial. And in fact, I love Groundhog's Day,
Right.
the movie, not the holiday.
That was another thing about a
but-
lot of the commercials that I saw this year is they were more movie inspired.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Did you
There's
see the
a
new
lot of
Walmart, the updated Walmart commercial for their
No,
takeout?
I heard about it though. It
Holy
featured Mars
shit.
Attacks.
Mars Attacks, fucking Flash Gordon, Star Trek,
Damn.
Star Wars. Like they
Bill
like
from Bill and
yeah,
Ted.
they had and they had basically did a young,
Young Bill,
and a old
Bill.
Bill,
Damn.
and they come out of the phone booth. I was
Yeah.
like, God damn, Walmart got all the money apparently.
Well, they do.
They're like,
yeah.
fuck fries.
Yeah.
I mean, which is funny because like fries is like a more of like our area type thing,
Yeah.
but like Walmart's like obviously everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, they some goddamn money in that trailer, like because the IPs alone would cost them
Oh,
millions.
definitely.
Yeah, and it seemed like a pretty long commercial.
Yeah.
Like it might have been a whole 30 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, like they weren't fucking around. I was like, God damn, Walmart really wants you to know they have fucking curbside pickup.
Well, I know their basic commercial for the curbside pickup had a lot of other stuff in it too, like the Ghostbusters.
As the Ecto One, and it had the DeLorean and stuff in it.
Yeah, the DeLorean was another one.
Yeah.
I think Jurassic Park Jeep was in there as well, or SUV, not Jeep. Yeah, so they are already throwing around a lot of money just to make the commercial now to do this type of stuff and then put it on Super Bowl. Fuck, man.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna pull it up so you can play it in front of you without audio.
No,
it was a minute. Oh, it was a minute. Holy shit!
Damn, a full minute.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money.
Serious money for that shit.
That's a lot of goddamn money.
I like the Doritos commercial with Sam.
Oh, I didn't see the whole thing. I caught the end of it.
So you only saw Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So this is the Walmart one.
Well, Jesus, you're right there. You have all kinds of CG just going on. Oh, God, it's actually him, too.
Oh, wait. It gets better. This is my favorite one right there. The Lego one.
The Lego one is pretty awesome.
The Flash Gordon one's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is really well done.
Right?
Really fucking well done. Was that the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Mars Attacks. Then they get beamed up to the Enterprise. Oh, God.
What? Wait.
MIB. With the worms in the back. Yeah. Oh, Arrival. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, glass cleaner.
It's the runoff.
Goddamn.
Blade Runner.
They went seriously all Star Wars?
Yeah. With Anthony Daniels doing the voice.
God damn.
Yeah. They, like I said, they didn't fuck around, dude.
They put some serious cash into that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Wait, extended cut? There's a longer version of it? Holy shit. Okay, what's this one? This one's 2 minutes long.
So you have the Enterprise, and then I can't see. Oh, that's the Lego.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't show anybody from getting out of the Milano.
Yeah, I know. But this, so you saw it. I was like, oh shit. Maybe in this trailer we do.
Maybe in this trailer. Lego's landing. The booth comes out.
It's so fucking good.
The booth is on fire. No, wait, what? If they would have gotten Keanu for that scene, that would have been even better.
He can't be in everything, dude. It's impossible.
I mean, he could.
Oh shit, Marlon the Martian.
So it was Marlon the Martian in the background, not the Jetsons.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. That's cool. There's Mars Attacks.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, because okay, so it was Marvin. Amazing. If it was the Jetsons, that would be fucking phenomenal.
Would be. So that was extended a bit there.
Yep.
More extended scene for the Legos. They're trying to actually load it into the spaceship.
Okay, MIB again.
The worms. Extended scene there. Okay. Arrival.
Back to Arrival.
Glass cleaner, anyone?
So funny.
And slap the window. Oh, this one's a little longer.
Yeah, it is.
Sets it down.
Slap window.
Run.
Seriously, cheese it.
Yeah, I'd be out of there real fucking quick. Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here's
Groot.
the Milano
Teenage Groot.
Yeah. I am good. Get beamed up to the star. Okay, Enterprise. Here's Flash Gordon.
Oh,
That's
nice.
extended.
Oh, shit!
It's the Hawkman.
Wow. That's crazy.
Blade Runner car lifting off.
And then I'm guessing the Star Wars thing again, right?
Star Wars. I like it. They're picking up an iRobot.
Yeah, the
Little
Roomba.
Roomba.
Yeah, it made me laugh a lot.
Out of this world convenience. Walmart.
That's funny.
Pick up
Oh my god,
Yeah.
all the cash.
all the cash.
Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, that was a pretty good one. Overall, there's some pretty good ones. There was no like laugh out loud, funny ones that I saw.
Well, the Aquaman one got me.
Yeah,
most.
the Rocket
Especially
Mortgage
when
one.
he pulled his fucking hair off and he's
Yeah.
just balding, but he's got also the comb over going
Yeah, dude, it's super
on top.
funny. Yeah,
That one got me. Just because I also love Jason Momoa.
yeah. I mean, he's good people. So
The Sam Worthington? No, not Worthington.
Elliott.
Samuel Elliott one was pretty funny, but that's because I just like also Sam Elliott and his low voice is just awesome for cowboy type stuff, which is what that was. They're basically doing like a dance off. I don't know who the other guy was.
Little Nas X.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
Old
yeah,
Town Road guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the part I saw.
Yeah, so they're doing like a dance off,
Yeah.
and then the Little Nas X, okay, gets on his horse and the horse dances, and Sam Elliott looks at his horse and the horse is like, no.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. At one point, his mustache dances.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, just at the end, you have Billy Ray Cyrus says, "I'm not dancing," and then that was the end of the commercial. It was like, okay.
Yeah. What was the one?
Beyond that, I don't really remember very many commercials.
I saw. What was it? It was. There's one I saw that was. The one with Charlie Day, the Tide one. It was there was a couple of them,
back.
and like it started off with him
at
like a Super Bowl party.
Yes, yeah,
And then like, the Budweiser Knight was there.
yeah,
And then like he's like his wife tells him like just later, or whoever it was just tells him later.
yeah.
And he keeps coming back later. And it was like during the Masked Singer one, and then like he did
Now?
yeah.
No, later.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
they even did like during the halftime show, the Pepsi halftime show, and like a couple times it came coming back. Like one time he was like in 18 whatever it was.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah.
And, the Knight was like, "You have a stain on your shirt."
Yeah,
And everybody starts laughing at him. And he's like, "You have a stain on your shirt," and walks off. That was the only one of those I seen. So I didn't know there was like a weird anthology of Charlie Day commercials.
yeah.
That'd have been funny.
Oh, the Mountain Dew one with Robert Cranston.
Robert Cranston,
Robert Cranston. Jesus Christ,
Bryan Cranston,
Bryan Cranston.
with his brother Robert.
Did you see that one where they did The Shining?
Yeah, The Shining one. I saw that.
Yeah.
I do remember that one now.
That made me laugh a lot. I was
Yeah.
like, this motherfucker. That's
Seriously,
so good.
right? Breaks through the door.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Hacks his way through.
"Here's Mountain Dew." He's like, "Oh, I am thirsty." Was it for a special Mountain Dew, or was it just Mountain Dew in
Just
general?
Mountain Dew in general, yeah.
Because are they re-releasing a Mountain Dew Black too, or no?
No, that's already out. That was already out a couple whiles ago.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm looking at a list of the 10 funniest Super Bowl ads. I didn't know the Echo one with Ellen was a Super Bowl ad because I saw that like a day or so before.
There. What else were there?
Did you watch the Alexa one?
No,
Okay,
I-
it's
like,
pretty.
Pretty much the ones that we've gone over right now.
Oh, okay.
Are the ones that I like as we gone over them. I remember seeing them, but
Yeah.
so far nothing else is really popping to mind.
The Alexa one's funny because it's someone throughout history basically doing what Alexa does now.
Uh huh.
Like, turn the thermostat down.
And the names are slight variations of
Yeah.
Alexa. What they're
Okay.
called.
So like one time, like it's this old timey lady in like this bonnet or whatever, and she says whatever, I can't remember the way, whatever she says her name is, but it sounds like Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the thermostat or turn the temperature down, whatever. And the lady goes over, okay, and she's like dusting. She reaches down into the fire, grabs a log that's on fire, and throws it out through a window, and it shatters the window.
Okay.
Then there's one where like a court jester is there, and it's just really funny. And there's the Bryan Cranston Mountain Dew one, which I believe is just straight up Mountain Dew. I don't think it's in it yet. Oh, Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. That's what it
Zero
was.
sugar. That's what it was. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my favorite part about that one though is the hallway scene.
Yeah.
But instead of blood, it's a Mountain Dew.
Just Mountain Dew.
I was like, I would stay for that actually.
Cody's just like mouth open.
Oh,
Getting
actually,
swept
the most
away.
disturbing part of that commercial though is the end.
Wasn't that the end?
No, the end of that commercial is by far the fucking worst part of it.
They had the twins,
But it was Bryan
but
Cranston.
it was Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Was that the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it's real fucking disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, ugh. Okay, I don't want this remake now. Let's see. I don't remember what this one was. They're on some at Mars looking the Soda Stream one.
I didn't see the Soda Stream.
So they're on Mars, they find water.
Uh
So they're celebrating, and all of a sudden you hear this noise, and you go over it, and the guy's soda streaming something,
huh. Uh huh.
and he drinks it, and he's drinking it. It's like, oh, this is refreshing. Like, that was the Mars water. He goes, oh, I thought it said Mark's water. And he's just drinking it. It was really funny to me.
All right.
Yeah, it was I laughed a lot.
Didn't realize SodaStream was big enough to actually afford it.
Yeah, so you'll see, like, they're just there. And all of a sudden you hear this noise. He's just drinking the fucking...
God damn, he really downed that shit. That was the Mars water. Oh, I thought it said Mark's water.
It's so ridiculous.
SodaStream. The Post Malone one.
Post Malone was actually...
The Bud Light one.
Somewhat funny. And on a side note...
When they went into his head...
Yeah.
And all of his, like, control people all had the same tattoos and stuff. I started laughing. And then the one lady was like, "Hey, we're crazy rich. We can just get both of them."
It actually has a button for buy both. On a side note, so I did listen to Sunflower, which was actually really good. So I went and downloaded his last album that Apple iTunes had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good, right?
Like, it's actually really good.
It's annoying because the first time I saw him, I was like, "What the fuck is this guy?"
Right.
And then I was like, I listened to some of his music. I was like, "Oh, this music's pretty good." And then you start seeing him do like interviews and do stuff. I'm like, "Oh, this guy's really likable and he's funny." And I was like, "God damn it,
yeah,
it's annoying."
Especially after that commercial, and I was like, "Well, I didn't know this was what Post Malone was. I've never listened to him before." I'm like, "Well, I actually kind of like this."
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what else there is on here.
There was the John Legend, Chrissy Teigen commercial, but that wasn't really funny to me. I didn't really care.
Oh,
the luxury one or something like that.
The Fast Break commercial was pretty bizarre.
I didn't see the Fast Break one.
Yeah, it's like this random weird office stuff. Manager with his head up his ass, and guys hiding under a rock. Like, oh, here's the Charlie Day commercial. Where, by the way, she has so much shit on her hands when she wipes it on his shirt.
Right?
I'm like, bitch, what are you doing?
What are you seriously doing?
Yeah, but there's that one.
There was apparently the Mr. Peanut one where Mr. Peanut dies but then doesn't die.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fucking strange.
Budweiser typical American commercial. I don't even know what that one was.
That one was.
Oh yeah, the one of the ones they did was a crossover with Wonder Woman, with the Charlie Day one.
Okay.
Where he's in the mall with her. Oh, the Pringles commercial done by Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, so do you hear the story about this?
Nah.
All right, so months back, Justin Roiland posted on Twitter, he's like, "Hey, I just want you guys to know, we didn't sell out, but we were paid by," and he's like, "I'm not going to tell you the brand yet, to do a Super Bowl ad, but with Rick and Morty." And he's like, just so you know, what's happening is they gave us free reign to do whatever we want for their ad campaign, and they have no say. It's either they're going to air it or they're not.
Do they know who they're hiring here? Like,
so it just comes out the fact, like, it comes down to, like, basically just gave them like, hey, this is what we're doing. It's the whole like make your own flavor out of the different flavored chip, the different Pringles, right? And they're like, all right, let's go for it. And then like literally that's the commercial, and so that's what they do. So that commercial you saw was like them giving him free reign to do what the fuck they want.
It was hilarious.
It was so
really
funny.
Fun.
Yeah. He's a fucking he's a fucking Pringles robot. Made me laugh a lot.
They warned me about this.
There's a Little Caesars commercial.
Was there?
No, I just went to an ad for Craft Cocktail Club.
I do vaguely remember the Hard Rock commercial. That looked pretty dumb. I was just sitting there going, I'm super confused by what's going on, and then it was just like Hard Rock, and I was like, okay.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It had Jennifer Lopez in it. Yeah. And somebody like stole her purse.
I didn't see that.
I couldn't I realized it's a commercial, but it was like so hard to follow what exactly was going on there. The Cheetos MC Hammer one was pretty cool though.
The Can't Touch This.
Can't touch.
Oh, I saw the end of it. Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing.
Can't touch this. It was just a dude that's sitting there eating Cheetos. So he has like all the Cheetos on his crumbs on his fingers, and every time he'd go to touch something, it would turn into MC Hammer, and he would just say, "Can't touch this."
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
yeah.
Apparently, there's an avocado commercial.
I don't know about that.
Avo helmet. I don't know what this is.
Okay, I do remember the Squarespace Fargo commercial.
Yeah, I saw that after the fact.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah,
trying to make a website for Winona. Whatever was it, city or county or whatever it was. I was like, oh, that's weird, but okay. The Pepsi painted black commercial, I remember that too, was kind of awful.
Well, the thing is, like, that is a riff on an old Coke commercial where they made fun of. They were basically saying they were better than Pepsi.
Yeah,
and it had Missy Elliott in it.
Yeah, but the song is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
like you're using Paint It Black, which is a very depressing song.
Yeah,
when
for
you actually
sure.
listen to the little lyrics of it. So you can't, I don't know, you're just, I thought it was in poor taste, really, is what I'm saying.
They used it because it's a very famous song, but also because the can is black. But
you want to paint it black, and I got that, but I'm like, I think the commercial was in poor taste.
Oh, we were talking about earlier, I think it's the Hyundai commercial, the Park Assist one with Chris Evans.
That one I saw before the Super Bowl, too.
Oh, is that one of those? Before? Okay, yeah.
That one was pretty fun.
I laughed at that
I saw it at during the Super Bowl, but to me it was just a commercial I've seen before it as well.
Yeah, that's one I saw. I saw it.
Park your car here.
Yeah, Park Assist.
You got Smart Park?
Smart Park, yeah. Yeah, Smart Park. It's so funny. Oh, he's not getting in there. Yeah, it made me laugh a lot. What else the ones they have in here?
Madison Square Garden, parked it.
Wow, this guy really did a long breakdown video of his 5 favorite fucking commercials. Oh, here's the Groundhog's Day one.
It just takes the groundhog.
Yeah, it's really funny. So they redo a bunch of those ones. It's a. They even had Ned Ryerson in it. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah,
there was a Microsoft ad.
Oh, was there?
Apparently.
Okay. Oh, the Tom Brady commercial for the football fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he tweeted a while ago about like this mysterious fucking message. Mike knows more about it.
There's a lot of talk around Tom Brady right now that there's some retirement rumors, and there's also rumors that he's just leaving the Patriots.
Okay.
So there's lots of rumors of him just being gone and out. So a few days ago, like a week ago now, he tweeted a picture of him walking out of Gillette Stadium.
Okay.
Like, just his dope pic, but it's like all in black and white, and it looks like a goodbye pic, basically.
Yeah. Sounds like one.
And so with all the rumors that are already going on, like Sports Talk Radio are like, hey, what does this picture mean? Blah, 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 blah. And so when you get to the Super Bowl ad, you could tell that picture, so the picture is like a long shot of that, him walking either onto the field or off the field, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, he's basically saying about like, I've had a wonderful career and blah, 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 blah. And this is something that I felt like you guys should hear from me. And then it cuts away and he just says, Hulu has more than just live sports. And it talks about all the cool things Hulu has. But that's where he's like more than live sports right there. But it seriously looked like him announcing his retirement. Yeah. I was all like, all right, Tom Brady, I see you.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was less of an ad, but more of just an opening for the Super Bowl. That young kid was running with the football, and he runs into the stadium, which I thought was pretty cool. When they came live,
that was pretty dope. Cool. Yeah. They had the cool little stop moment at Pat Tillman's statue.
Yeah.
In the ad, that was cool.
It's all. I think it's all the ones I really remember. I know I'm missing something that I thought was really funny. Watch Mojo did a 10 best. The Smart Park, the Doritos one, the Rick and Morty one. Oh, the sliced bread from Little Caesars one. That's the one it was. It talks about the whole
best thing since sliced bread type thing.
Yeah, and he basically it's Rainn Wilson is trying to figure out the next best thing. and there's all these different stupid things, and he's like, no, it's just sliced bread or whatever, and it's basically they're talking about their cheesy bread you can get from them.
All right.
And of course, the Rocket Mortgage one with Jason Momoa, he takes off his fucking muscles and his hair. When he takes his abs off was really disturbing to me too.
It was really weird.
I was like, ooh,
because it looked real enough to be unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is not good. And then it looks like it has duct tape. It was on with duct tape. I was like, gross. Almost forgot. So it was pretty funny. Tom Brady won again. It's my hot pack. I didn't watch. What's the Google one? Oh, Google Photos. Did you watch the Mr. Peanut one?
I caught a little bit of it. I didn't. I caught the end of the commercial where
car blows up and he's in it or whatever?
No, where he's like buried.
Oh,
and suddenly he grows again, and then it's baby Peanut.
Ew. Super weird. Are they a cliffhanger thing? It's Wesley Snipes
In what?
in the Mr. Peanut commercial. It has like Mr. Clean and the fucking the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah,
They're all at their funeral. He's got what's his name from
I do remember some of the other mascots.
yeah, and like they have
was
the
pretty weird itself.
Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile is in the background.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's like parked off on the side. That's a fucking weird ass commercial. Mandalorian commercial. Well, it's not just Mandalorian, it's just honorable mentions, but they had a bunch of different ones. Was it a commercial with John Cena and Jimmy Fallon?
Apparently there was.
And the Michelob Light one?
Yeah.
And they're basically trying to get Jimmy Fallon into shape. The whole commercial.
Oh, here's the you can't touch this one. He pops out of everywhere.
Yeah.
There's one where he pops out of a blanket
Yeah.
at a picnic and his pants
turn
Right,
into the
yeah.
actual blanket,
Yeah.
and
That
he
made me
does
laugh.
the hammer. I don't know what you
The
shuffle
hammer,
or
the
whatever
hammer
it is.
dance.
did the hammer shuffle.
Hammer shuffle off camera. Yeah.
Groundhog's Day one.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd say that's it.
We're dragging now.
Yeah.
You're
super
dragging.
People stopped listening about 3 minutes ago.
You're stopped
Probably.
listening 30 minutes ago.
Plus, he's like, fuck. 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, it was
Pretty good.
everyone seemed to like the halftime show. And
Halftime show was actually pretty
We're
fun.
gonna do a whole nother podcast on Shakira if you want later.
We could, yeah.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
God damn, he says. Yeah. So it was, it's fun times.
I mean, it wasn't the NHL, with Green Day.
Yeah, good.
Where basically, like, they obviously was on time delay. The poor censor guy, because they just let Green Day just be Green Day. In fact, one of the last song they played was American Idiot, and so he just curses up a storm in that. So literally, a lot of the lyrics were just beep, beep, beep.
Like they're doing a broadcast test.
Yeah, they were just bleeping everything out left and right. It was hilarious. Now I just couldn't believe that they actually let Green Day do that. But apparently NHL doesn't give a fuck. But at the same time, there shouldn't be any more All-Star games ever for any sport. But that's something for another time.
Yeah.
I'd like to go get some ramen now.
Yeah, let's go get some ramen on this cold ass day. So that's it for this week's episode, everybody. Comes naturally, we are
Joe.
Mike.
I'm Cody. Wow, Mike, so enthusiastic over there.
Mike.
Mike. And as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.
Mike.